Luyinka, and I'm a graphics designer, an animator, and I'll be teaching you Canva today. All right, so before we start, I would like to know if any one of you have been using Canva, if you have ever used Canva before, so I will know where everyone is at the moment. So I will know where to start from. So would have to take up so much time. So if you can hear me, you can respond, please.
Okay, well, I've been trying. At least I have an eye for design, so I think I try my best here and there. Yes.
Okay. So what have you been? Have you been using templates, or have you been designing from scratch?
Definitely, it has to be templates. I don't think I have time for that designing from scratch. I've not
Okay.
attempted that. Mm.
All right. Anyone else? Please kindly introduce yourself before, so I'll be able to.
Okay, I think something is echoing on the background, but it's fine. Please, Bayo, just go ahead. You know it's super late, so that we don't lose so much time. Hello, are you still on this call? Okay, now network has started coming funny. Okay, so I think we've lost him right there. Good evening, everyone. I don't know, is there any challenge because I don't seem to hear people speak? Mr. Austin, are you currently on this call? Okay, Latifa. Okay, now you're becoming a lot more muffled again, as usual. I think that speaker works. Then, Comfort, are you currently on this call? If you are, please go ahead and speak up.
Yes,
Let's see
I'm
what's
here.
going.
I'm here.
Okay, but then he asked questions and everybody was quiet. Okay, let's see how this is going to go. Let me see. I think the network threw him off. God, we're really, 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 really. Okay, so what we're going to do is maybe I should just let's turn it to a feedback session, pending on when he comes back. So far, how far can we all just discuss our journey so far? So I'm going to be um, Mr. Austin. We're going to start off with you. Please just put it on. What did you call it? Put it on. I would want you to put it on speaker because it's super clearer when you say that. So just go ahead. Let's see, depending on when he comes, so that we'll quickly just take a review. So maybe we'll just call it our community's feedback session, right, for the week. Okay. So just go ahead. The mic is yours. Mr. Austin, you're still muted. Okay, who else is willing to talk about it? Please just go ahead and speak about your journey so far so that we can actually know where to add more pressure for next week. Next week is our final week. And like I said, when it comes to implementation, it's about the systems you eventually develop. That's the most important thing. So that after the camp, literally, it's the systems that you develop that can make anything different at all for you. So all the ginger, all the trying to post up your videos and all the curation of videos, it will all end in systems. So you might have achieved some of your goals so far. I mean, just before some of us came in, we're already talking about some of the victories. I mean, I was super excited. I be or maybe subtly jealous. Latifa, you must share on Sunday. So I'm going to put you up on the flyer because I love the excitement that was in your tone and the ability to just find out that um, some of the things that we just did and monies are already coming in, right? So I'm going to give anybody who is willing to speak right now, please just go ahead and speak. Let me just hear about your journey so far so that we know for the last lap, which is coming up next week, how we can tighten up some of our loose ends. Like I said, this is an implementation camp, so real. So if you still want some form of maybe further expertise or someone who will still guide you on your journey, I think there's somebody that is in the community also that this is actually what she does. I mean, you might just want to reach out. For me, like I said, I was just to ensure that you implement, right? But then, of course, initially I thought of a possible partnership with her, but with the cost she was charging for her own, I don't know how to say it now, the cost she was charging for her for her own what did you call it, her own masterclass. I just figured out that it might be quite on the high side. And then the question is, I had already priced, like I said, had already priced the implementation bootcamp before I thought of, okay, maybe let's just have something extra. An added advantage would have been to set up the YouTube channel, right? To make sure that all of us implement our YouTube, because actually, like I said, part of the designing and everything is just one of the perks that I just wanted us to have. And then because I have an opportunity for a relationship with the person who actually does all this, so I thought, okay, it would be better. But then just like the way I didn't what's the word, I didn't force anybody to post, even though it's part of the implementation. I only showed you guys how to probably make out something out of um, what you essentially do, right? So for me, I just wanted to make it a little bit clear so that if at the end of the bootcamp you still want some form of expertise, you might want to reach out to the person. But like I said, I had already priced the bootcamp before I thought of probably a possible collaboration, but her pricing was super out of range. That's probably like 3 times what I charged here. So I didn't see how the collaboration would work as well. I likely knew I was still going to be the one who would still bring everybody on board because I ensured I did that for her as well, because she was also part of my masterclass. So I ensured that I brought people from the community into the classes she was taking now. So either way, if anybody now is looking to do anything further, please, you might just want to reach out as well. But for just trying to explain why everybody should probably just take this very seriously. Like I said, it wouldn't matter if your what do they call it, your flyer looks very funny, but then of course by Sunday we'll all figure out what that all these things are also part of our personal branding efforts, right? If you can as well just prepare your videos excellently personally, or even if you probably will not be the one who eventually edit some of those things, if you know that okay, there's somebody who can do this thing perfectly well for you, whom you can probably just pay, then it will be a beautiful thing. So that's why we want to ensure that from our own end, at least for me, I'm leveraging relationship right now. I wish I could just have taught everybody from day one, but then it wasn't going to be possible. So Mr. Bayo, are you back? Because we lost you for a
Yes, I am.
second. Okay, so
Yes,
please go
please.
ahead.
It
The mic
was
is yours, sir.
network trying
Okay.
to. Okay. So, Mr. Austin was talking the last time. I couldn't hear him clearly. Are you still
Yes, I
there,
think
please?
there's something wrong
With his own.
his
Okay.
mic.
Okay.
Yes, I think something.
Somebody
Okay,
else can
so
give
for
me
those
their
people who just
background.
joined in, Mr. Bio asked if anybody would like to discuss their journey on Canva. Like, essentially, do you design from the scratch or you just use templates, and how has it been for you? So please, can we let's it's super late, our timing. Please, whoever wants to speak should go ahead and speak, or else Bio, you might want to avoid making it as interactive because eventually they will come back to this recording at all. So let's make it in such
Hello.
a way that okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
I can
Someone
hear
is
you.
about go ahead and
Good
speak.
evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, Dr. Vivian. Good evening, Mr. Bayo, I think. Sorry, I
Good
just
evening. Yeah.
joined in. Uh, um, yeah, I on Canva, I have been using templates. I am getting better at it, but it's only templates. I've never designed from scratch. just to answer the question.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have any expectation for tonight's class?
Okay, so I just joined in. I just saw that there was a meeting, and so I just joined in. So I'm just trying to catch up.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Anyone else before we start? Weekly. All right. I want to believe that everybody here has, or if you
Hello?
don't, hello, can you hear me?
Bio your
Yes,
Crystal,
we
please
can.
just go ahead. We would want to just avoid a lot of dead ends. When people are rewatching it, right? Maybe what
Okay,
we'll
okay,
do is just start so that the at least it won't be like too spaced out in terms of getting the value immediately. Maybe we can do a lot of questioning at the end if it's
okay,
possible. Hmm.
okay. So if you have not used Canva before, this is what Canva looks like on your computer, desktop or laptop, whatever whatever device you're using. So when you're signing up, if you have not signed up before, you can use your Google account to sign up. And there is a space for that to happen. If you want to sign up with your Google account or you want to sign up with just your email, you don't want to connect it to your Google account, you can also do that. Also, once you have signed up, this is what the interface looks like. And it has lots of opportunity for you to create documents, whiteboard, presentation, social media um, posts, videos, websites. You can even do your create your website templates here. At the same time, you can do your custom sized design. That means maybe you just want to go straight into it. You don't want to use any templates. Just want to go straight into it and then make your design. You would have to click this place. All right. Okay, so the reason why I was asking earlier if we have used Canva before is the first things people do on Canva is they come to templates and they search for whatever it is that they want to design or want to take out of. Let's say, for instance, you want social media. Here we have social media, just have something like this here. And then you can type that here, or you can type here social media post. Sorry, social media post. And there you have it. So it's going to bring all related posts on social media that has been done on Canva. All right. Mind you, all of this are free. Not all of them are free, sorry. Not all of them are free. Some are free, some are not free. To know the ones that are not free, you would see a pro sign on any of the templates that is not free. And on social media post alone, you have about 20,000 templates, and that's a lot to work with. So one good thing about template is that you can just go in there, change. So this one, for instance, is pro. So if you have not bought the pro package, you might not be able to use that. You will not be able to use that. So I would advise, if you don't have the pro package, you can just go for the normal template. So like you have this template. So I did social media post because in social media post you have flyers, you have regular posts, you have uh, carousels and the rest. All right. So like for instance, this is an example of a post. So it just gives you an idea of what you could make your post look like. All right. And I think I see a lot of this kind of posts on social media where people just capture it looks like their timeline, it looks like their page, people's post, people's response and all of that, and they just add a background, they put a picture and all of that. So when you click on the template, there are also possibilities that there are similar templates underneath, and that gives you more options to choose from. So just in case you need ideas on what you should post on your social media platform, this could give you a very big opportunity. So now let's get right into it. I would like to start with since I'm not very sure, but some of you are probably first timers here. So we could start with templates, just show you how to work around the template. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to choose, let's say, digital marketing. So you can see we have options underneath here. You can see options. So you can choose whatever works with you, you can choose whatever works with you, whatever works for your brand, what design seems cool to you. Another thing that you could also do if you already know how to design from scratch is if there is a template you really like, even if it's pro template, once you know how to design on Canva, that wouldn't be a problem. You could just replicate what you've seen, because by the time you know how to use the design tools, you can recreate anything you see on Canva. Anything you cannot create on Canva was probably imported into Canva, and we're still going to get there, where I'm going to tell you where to source for elements and things like that, import pictures, elements, even videos that materials like that you would need to design your flyer. So I'm going to choose this one. So when you want to customize, you click on this, and then it takes you to the design page. I'm sure some of you are already familiar with this. All right. So now this is the design page. First of all, you could see there are some, like for instance, you see this add page. If you want to add an additional page to what you already have, you could do that. Now, for everything you see on this post, they're all editable, or you could shift them, you could move them. If you don't want this picture here, you can change the position of the picture. And if you probably made a mistake, here is the arrow to undo, the
I think
arrow
your
that
your
goes.
your slide is not moving. Or what? Are you sure you've shared the, what do you call it?
I've shared.
The Okay, so I don't know. It's probably from my end. Please, if you can see that it's moving, please just indicate so that we know what is happening here.
I don't see a cursor or anything.
You don't see a
Well,
cursor.
yes, you're still on the first page, like digital marketing agency. If you had clicked that customize this template, it would have moved.
Oh
Okay, and maybe you shared your whole screen. You didn't share the, what did you call it?
no, I,
You
sh-
didn't
I shared
share.
the particular.
You're supposed to share only Canva.
Yes, the web tab I'm using. That's what I shared, and the
Okay.
icon is on it.
Okay, now I can see your cursor, but
You can see it
okay,
now.
click on it now. Yes, I can see your cursor now.
Okay, let's
It's
do
still
Yes, you can
digital
click.
customize.
Let's see.
marketing.
Can you see it
Has it
now?
opened? No, it
It has
didn't
opened.
open. Okay,
Oh
no,
Open
it's
here.
not opening.
what's going
Let me
on?
see. Yes, it's moving. What you just did now, it
I
moved.
think the challenge is
Um,
that it's opening on another tab. It's not
yes,
opening
so
on
that
that.
means you have to click on the tab. What you should do, just share your entire screen.
Okay,
Mm.
I think that's what I'll do.
Oh, I didn't know that some people were here. Sorry. They probably were not even
Okay.
hearing. Okay, you've come back, right? I'm on
Yeah.
it. Let's see if I added.
So here
Okay,
it
I know
is.
that I'm not okay.
Can you see it now?
Yes,
Can
perfect.
everyone
It's
see
crisp.
it? You can see my cursor
Good.
now?
Yeah, you can. Better.
Okay. I think I've opened a couple of, so I'm trying to close them so I can go back to, okay, yeah. So you click on the customize this template, then the artboard show up. So this is the artboard. Behind this, all of this, if I remove them from all these designs and everything here, I just want to show you what the artboard looks like. And before we even go into, if it's Instagram you're working on, if it's Instagram post you want to make, Instagram posts are usually 1080p by 1080p. That what that means is 1080 pixels by 1080 pixels.
See.
That for post, for reels, would be 1920 by 1080 pixel. Now 1080 pixel, 1080 is the width. Why 920 is the height? Like this, if you can see my cursor, this height, this is 1080p. Then this height, I mean this width is 1080p, right? So if you want to make, okay, let me check for another. Uh, let's go back to templates. Let me cancel this. I want to look for a social media post or reel. Okay, showing me post. Let me go to reel. Okay, reels are videos. Yeah, we would get here too, though, but not tonight, because you could also create videos with your text flowing in with animated text and all, like what you are seeing here right now is also very possible here. But for the sake of example, I just wanted to show you what dimensions, post dimensions that Instagram accepts. So this one is 1080p by, so this side is, you can see that the dimensions are different, right? Is
Mm-hmm.
exactly like what your screen size usually would be like. So this is 1920 by 1080, and remember it's in pixels. Like you're here right now, this is real. Let me go back, sorry. So we're back here. So I want to bring back all the elements and text and design that I removed earlier. And the way to do that is I'll come to this arrow at this corner. You can see it has undo on it, and it has a shortcut written in there, Control Z. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Control Z. If you're typing and you make a mistake, you press Control Z, and what the mistake you made would come back. All right, whatever you erased or whatever it is that got lost will come back immediately. You can do that also on Canva. So once you click undo, it begins to come back. But you can only have one thing at a time. So if you have made lots of mistakes, you'll just keep clicking till you have everything back on. You can see, voila, this is beautiful. All right, so Now, when you have a template like this, it's possible that there are so many other people that would want to use this template. And because probably they don't even want to bother themselves, they just want to have their information on the post, they will just go ahead and use it like that. But you don't necessarily have to do that. And that's why we're here. All right. So you could change any of the information that you have here by simply clicking on it and change the information. Like this text, for instance, you could change the color. You could type, let's say I want to do a post for a car wash, for instance, and I'll say Trinity car wash. So let me type Trinity car wash. Okay, so if I don't think I need this one, but let me change it. Okay, so I want to change this color, for instance. So once you click on any of the whether text, picture, shape, any of the elements, icons, you would always have something like a menu box at the top. Sometimes it could be on the side. Wherever it is, you would always have, and that comes with options. And on the menu, box, this long box up here, you can see this is the font style. So if you want this font style to change, maybe you don't like this font style, you want another font style, you could just click on that. Another dialog box will open up on the side, and then you can go through all the fonts that is available here. So let's say I want lazy dog, for instance. That's what caught my attention. You can see that my font has changed. Now, you can now talk about the font size. I want to change the font size. I want to make it bigger. I can click the plus sign to gradually make it bigger, or I can just highlight the numbers in the middle and type the number I want. Let's say I want to make it as big as 70, right? Now I have it bigger. If I want to reduce it, I would use the minus sign to decrease the font size. Don't forget, if you want to change, if you're not, you have lots of options. You can change the font style to any kind of font style that appeals to you. Here is the bold sign. This is for color. So, and in Trinity Studios, we use blue is our main color, and it's royal blue. So let's go to something that looks a little close to royal blue. Now, you see all these colors here. It's not all the colors there is, right? So you can change your colors, or you could have your brand kit. This is brand kits. Now, this brand kit, what this brand kit does for you is that if you have already chosen your colors for your company or for your brand, you can just highlight them here, because every color has a code. No, they might look alike, they might look closely alike, but they are not exactly alike. So to be able to maintain your brand color, the exact shade of color, you need to know the color code and then arrange it in your brand kit. For instance, in Trinity Studios, we use black, we use that royal blue, and we use what did I color? I think peach. We use peach as well. So if I want to change any of these colors now, you can see, just like I told you exactly, as I put the cursor on this particular color, you can see the color code. It says #414042, right? And these are the colors that they used. These 4 colors are the colors that they used for this particular design. So if I'm going to be making any change, I can just come to any of these colors and just change it. So if I want to change this, because majority of the colors we have here are orange like, so I want to change it to maybe a royal blue or any kind of color, you're one that will decide depending on your brand. Okay, so let me choose this color. Now this color has a code. The code is 0074FB. So once I change it like that, it changes, right? No. What just happened? Sorry. I was supposed to edit. Okay. So the color changes. So if I want to change another one, I want to change this guy, the color of this guy, all I have to do is click on it. Then I go to edit. Just like I said earlier, you have a box. Anytime you click any of the elements on the post, you have a box ahead that will give you an option on what you want to do per time, what you want to do. So for instance, when I clicked on text, you saw fonts, you saw font style, size, you saw color, you saw the opportunity to make it bold, and then other options like that. So for pictures and shapes, it's a little bit not as much as text. You have edit, you have color, you have background remover. And by the way, for background remover, you cannot use background remover if you don't have the pro. If you have not paid for the pro package, you will not be able to use background remover, but you can use any of these other options. You have animate, you have position, you have copy style, you have transparency, you have flip, you have crop, and you have color. So this is actually a color wheel. This circle is a color wheel. If we come here, if you click on it, you will see varieties of colors that you can choose from, and that's the way it goes. So let's choose. Let me go back to this, check what my color exactly. So no, that was not what I wanted to select. So I selected the picture instead of selecting the objects behind. So I'm going to press Ctrl Z to bring my picture back. So if I wanted to get out of my way so I can have access to, I can just move it a little bit to the side. Then I can have access to the images behind. So I want to change the color to the color I already chose. And that's it. So let's assume that this color is not here, but I have this number. So I can just write it down somewhere, 2230F1. So if I go to this color wheel, oh, it's already there. So just in case, maybe you are working fresh on a document and maybe on a post and you don't have your color registered on that Canva. Maybe you're with your friend's laptop or something, but you have this particular color code, or if you can even use this same color code works across board. It might not be Canva, it could be Corel Draw, it could be any of the design platforms the color code is universal. So once you type it in, it will give you the exact shade of color that you want. So bear that in mind. So we go ahead. We can have this picture come back now. So gradually, we started changing it to fit the brand that I have. So you have join us. You could change. It depends on what you want to sell. Wash with us today, or what can I say now? Can someone give me an idea? What could I use for car wash, for instance?
Sparkly clean.
You said what?
I'll clean. Spark. I don't know. Clean with us. What's that?
Is this supposed
What?
to, it's supposed to be an action, um, an
Okay,
action.
sparkling clean.
What
I'm thinking
you
of
said?
sparkling clean, or
Sparkling
sparkle.
clean.
Yes, or
No, no, no,
sparkle.
no, no, no. Okay, let's just leave that. Maybe we'll just go ahead. Let's just go ahead.
Okay.
All right. So you could also change the color here. And if you have multiple colors that blend together, because I don't think we'll be able to do color theories this night, but with color theory, you'll be able to know what colors best blend with the color that you have of your brand. So whenever you're making designs, you are not far away from um, colors that will blend and will not make your design look too busy. Imagine if I have this black, this royal blue color, and then I have this orange also in the same post. There'll be chaos. Yours is already you looking chaotic. To me, I don't know whether you are feeling the same way. It's already looking very chaotic here. So I wouldn't want to do that. I will just, choose either you choose your primary color, which is could be any color, and then work with black and white. You could do that, and your designs will be fantastic. Or if you want to make it much more detailed, or maybe because of the kind of brand or the kind of design you want to do, it involves multiple colors. You have to then look deeper and find colors that will blend with what you're designing. All right. Like for instance, let me give you an example. If you have a purple brand, it most likely light gray colors will work to blend with the colors with purple. And then you can use black, you can use white. It depends on where the placement of what it is, elements, text, or whatever is going to be on the post. For instance, you cannot have a black or dark gray text on a black background. It won't show. Or you have a light gray text on a white background, it will not be visible. It will not be legible. It will not be readable. All right. It could be bold. It could be, the text could be fat, but you will not be able to read it. So I guess I want to guess that everybody has, if it's a business you're running, you already have a logo. If you have a logo, this is where your logo would be. So now to be able to upload and put anything on Canva to use, you have to go to, where's that place now? Upload file. You can see you go to file, you go to upload files, and then you click on upload files. You have this box comes up, then you click on upload files again, then voila, you have it goes straight into your system. So at downloads, now I want to go look for my logo so I can download it and then put it on the post. Okay, so I have Trinity Studio. Where's my logo? Okay, so Here is my logo. So what logo should I use? What logo should I use? So I have a white background. Okay, let me use this one. So it's still uploading. Okay, yeah. Here we are. So I have the logo already here now. Once I click on it, it will appear on the post directly. So, and how it's quite big, I need to be able to shrink it down to the size of what we have here because we are working with the template. We wouldn't want something that will be too big. So I'm going to go to the edge, hold my I don't know if you're going to be using a mouse or you're going to be using a touchpad, depending. But I think it's better when you're designing to use a mouse because it just I don't know, it's easier sort of. So what with the touchpad you would have to hold the edge. I mean, you have to hold the edge and then drag it in this way. So you can delete what you have there before. One of the ways to do that is maybe you have a couple of things you want to delete. You can just hold, double click, and drag it to create a box highlighting what you want out of the way. So now I've selected what I want out of the way. I think I selected some other things too. I shouldn't have selected that. So I want to get this out of the way. So I'm going to press delete and it's gone. So I have Trinity Studios. I can put my Trinity Studios here. And then I'm trying to resize it. Okay. So we have now another thing with designing on Canva is there are design guides. Once you move an object around, you see some lines flying around. They're trying to guide you on where to drop your elements, your pictures, or text box, or whatever it is that you want to drop on your post so that everything is arranged properly. So don't ignore them, just follow them. All right. So if I want to bring this to the edge, because usually when you're doing designs, you should watch out for these things. If you're going to be writing texts, they should be arranged in this particular order. You could have them all the sides aligned. You could have them aligned to one side. You could have them aligned in the middle. And there are tools for that as well. But we'll show you that as we go on. Now, another thing we could also do with this, because this is a picture, as you can see, as I've selected it, I have the options up. I have edit, I have BG remover, I have flip, I have transparency. Now, transparency is also known as opacity. Now, if I want to reduce the opacity of this logo, I can actually do that by reducing. If I click on transparency, for instance, you see that it's on 100. If I reduce it, it's going to faint into the background. If I keep reducing it, you will not see it anymore. All right. Now, this effect is good for background feel. When you want your post to have this detail about it, you want the 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 post that you're bringing up to so have your brand all over it, but not too conspicuous, like not in everybody's face. Like I could do this. Let me take it back to 100. Now, let me give you an example of that. I could do this by, I want to duplicate this logo, and to duplicate, Lord Almighty, to duplicate this logo, I had to do Control D, and that is to duplicate quickly. So I've duplicated it. Now I want to put it in the background and I want to make it bigger. So I'll drag, 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 drag. I keep dragging. And let's say I don't want everything to show. I just want the Trinity part to show. What I'll do is that I'll go to crop. This sign is for crop. So if I crop, if I press crop, it will show me all these other options, like aspect ratio to crop with, but I don't want to use that because I have a particular size I have in mind. So, and I don't think any of this is going to give me that. So I'll just use freeform. I'll press done. Then I'll drag what I want to get out of the way. Okay. So we have that out of the way. And then I'll bring this down, or you could leave it like that. It's PNG anyways. It won't. But what that if you don't crop it like this, it will come in the way of other elements when you want to try and select some things to move around. So I can now, you know, reduce the opacity of this, or the transparency, as Canva will call it, reduce it as much as possible. Remember, it's not supposed to be all up in people's face, but yet they are meant to see it in the background somewhere. So somehow you know that there's something in the background, and it's kind of just very nice, to just be there. You can make it bigger, keep dragging, you can get it bigger. So it has given it a different kind of feel. Now, if for instance you want to take it further, you don't want it to be out in front, all in front, on top of all the other objects, you want to put it at the back. Also, that is very easy. All you have to do is go, because once the object is highlighted, the options up would always still be there. So you go to position, you click on position, you would have all the, where you could send it to the back, you could send it to the top, you could align it to the center. Now, that was what I was saying earlier, that if you want to align it to the left, you want to align it to the right, so it will give your design some kind of, beautiful arrangements that a first glance or look at it, some people might not even believe that it's Canva that you used to design whatever it is that you designed. So now I can send it to the back by clicking backward. Backward means it's going back, back behind. I've clicked it. Let's click to the back. I don't know why I didn't go backward. Maybe because there's nothing at the back. All right. Okay, so it has gone backward now. You can see that it's not on this particular picture. Okay. So now that is out of the way. Now we want to, another thing we could also do is that we can change the picture here. Initially I clicked on it and you see the large picture that was inside this thing. Now, this is an image mask. How can I explain?
Okay, I think we lost him for a minute. I don't know, how has it been so far for everyone? Maybe let me just take a little feedback before he comes back in. Is it resonating? And then I also want to find out, I hope we're actually just designing pari passu as he is teaching as well. Okay, he's complaining about network. So I don't know who has been attempting everything he's saying. Let me be hearing voices. Oh, awesome. Nancy, I think I see you on mute.
Yes, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not designing with him, but I'm just taking down the things I need to take down. And so far, it's been wow. This is how it's done. That kind of feeling. So maybe when we are done, and then now go back and then start doing something.
Okay, awesome. But then it's always, when it comes to designing, it's always better if you do it while the person is doing it, or any skill at all, any of this what did you call it? Any of these digital skills, because they slip away.
Okay.
And then you might
Yes.
think it's super easy until you start trying it again. And you now realize that, oh my God, this, you thought he said you should move it like this, but it's not moving. So I don't know who else has another feedback. Who's that? Okay, so he's complaining about network. Let me just give him a few more minutes. Then please, if you're here and you've not been attempting, just go ahead and attempt everything you have seen so far so that you can ask questions now. Okay, so if you're using your phone, your laptop to listen in, you can as well use your phone to, what's the word, to attempt the designing. Then if you're using your phone, you can use your laptop. Just go ahead and design it, because we might not have this opportunity again to have him come in. We might not have that much. Okay, Bayo, you're here. You're just supposed to project
The,
you have to
the
project
thing
your whole
now
screen.
is, yeah, I'm trying to see. I don't know if I can do, because my laptop just went off.
Yeah.
Power has not been restored yet.
Oh my goodness, that's a
So
huge one.
that's a huge challenge from here.
That's a huge one. Okay, let me
And I can't use
see
my
if,
phone to
but then how will it? Okay, you can use your phone. There's the desktop version. You can click on you can change the setting if you have an Android phone. You
okay.
can change the setting for your the site to
Okay, it has to be the site because I
desktop, and then it will be as perfect. You can change the setting everybody. Just give us a minute. Have you been able to figure it out? What's on my screen? Okay, so this is where you set templates. Then so is templates folder. Set social media. I hope you've not left the stage because I can't hear you now and I'm in another interface. Bio, can you hear me? Social media. Please, if anybody can hear me, just go ahead and say something. Can anybody hear me or it's just me? Bio, are you back?
You.
Okay, I can
I
see
think he's
yes
you.
I
back.
am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, yes, I
Can
just
hear
saw him.
you.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Okay, Bio,
Yes.
have you made that attempt? I'm actually trying to demonstrate what you've done so
That's
far.
what I'm trying to do.
Let me
All it's
send.
showing
Was it
is
social media
camera.
posts? Yes, that's what he said. Almost wrote social media graphics.
I can't see. The options are not there.
I think that the it's just like I think it's like
Bio,
LinkedIn
you
and
can
all
always
that.
speak or
The-
once you're here. and you're good to go. Just change your phone to, what did he call it? So when he opened here, he said we should click on customize. Okay, I remember that I didn't share my entire screen.
Okay, so
Okay, share it
oh,
just
could we
be
work that
easier,
way?
please.
Let's see.
Okay.
Are you ready,
So,
Bayo? If you're ready,
Dr.
just let
Vivian,
me
yeah, I'm
know.
ready. I'm
Um,
ready. If we could use your system,
Okay,
right?
go ahead.
All right. So
Yes, I
let me
was
see
trying, but
your
am I not going to delay you? I was actually to buy time. Okay, let me
because
go ahead then.
I,
Let's
I
do the
can't I can't
question.
do anything
No
from my
problem.
end. That
I was
option is
already
not
doing that.
okay.
No problem. I was already
but I
doing
have a
something.
question.
I'll
Sorry.
share my entire.
Yes,
Please go
yes,
ahead and
please.
ask.
Okay, you when you were talking about the sizes, is it only for the Instagram post? You said it's 10 by 8, 1080 by 1080 for the post. Why the rails
Yes,
are for 920 by 1080?
yes.
Does it apply for other
One
to other social
one
media?
nine one nine twenty by 1080. No, it doesn't.
Okay, LinkedIn has its own size.
Yes, LinkedIn has its own. I'm going to share that with you before the ending of the class so you can have an idea. Now, the reason
All right.
why that is because there are some times that you want to search for appropriate LinkedIn. Maybe you want to create a banner. You want to create a banner from a template for LinkedIn, for instance, from Canva. Some of them are not correct. Some of those dimensions are not correct. So when you now
Okay.
after you've done everything designing and then you will now want to put it on LinkedIn, you will not just be wondering what's going on. Why are some parts cut out? And that's why you need to have those designs at the back of your mind. And now what you could also do is that you could um, you could have that you could open that design on ground, then go and you do your now let's go to now that you asked the question. But I think I showed you
Okay,
guys
so
at
this
that
is why
time.
someone should say something because I can't hear. I'm assuming that my network is the bad one. Okay.
I
Can
can hear
everyone
you.
hear me?
I can hear you. It's very clear from here.
Ma, I can hear you, ma.
We can hear you.
Yeah.
Well, can you hear
I
me?
can hear you.
We can hear both of you.
Oh, beautiful. All right. So, Dr. Vivian, I need your system on. So you go to custom size. Sorry, it goes to custom size. Then you just impute the values of, like I said, I'm going to share that with you before the end of the class. For Instagram Reel, for Instagram Post, and it's not the same for LinkedIn. But 1080p by 1080p works well for LinkedIn Post. It works absolutely well. It works well for Instagram Post too. However, on Instagram right now, if your Instagram app is the latest or you have updated it, it should have an option where you could also upload 1350 by 1080p as a post or for your post or reel. Is it post or reel? No, it's real. It's real. It's for real. Now, the reason why that is because 1350 by 1080 is than
Okay.
longer uh
Then
uh
1080,
than 1080 by 1080.
1080, then 10. Okay.
So when somebody is scrolling through their feed, right,
Okay.
it's I would have loved to show you guys in practical times, but once they see your post on their feed, they can see the edge of another post just after yours that is not necessarily, That's not necessarily your own post or your reel or whatever it is that is out there. Do you get? So, and what
Okay.
that does is that it distracts people. So let's say I'm scrolling through my Instagram now, I'm just checking people's posts, and I come across your post and I want to stay. But curiosity is making me go down to see another post that's almost entering
You
into
want
yours.
to. Oh,
Yeah. So once that happens, it takes my mind off your post and I just keep on scrolling rather than stay on your post and read through. So they have brought that in to be able to also, I don't think a lot of people know that just yet, because I think it was a very recent update. It's 1350 by 1
1080.
1000 1080p. Now that also works, and that would work well for your carousels, because the eye point of this class was how to make your carousels. And carousels now, according to the statistics, they have more engagement across all social media platforms. There's a way you catch your audience with a carousel, and they know that it's a flow of it's a flow. It's like in fact, it's more or less like a story.
Yeah.
So the first slide of the carousel is it. You would have to, you must be able to capture them with your caption so that they slide to next. And what carousel does also, if you design it properly, they already have an idea. Like the next slide is kind of also connected to the first slide, such that you can see the second slide. So you are curious to see the whole slide. That's the whole idea of carousels. I've seen a lot of boring carousels on Instagram, for instance. You just see, you won't want to, you see swipe left, but you won't swipe. Why? Because it's not intriguing. It's not, is that the right word to use? It's not it's not captivating enough. It's not inviting your curiosity to be able to go to the next point. You understand? So
Yeah.
that's how it actually works. So if I had an opportunity, okay, Dr. Vivian has put it back on. So this is 1080 by 1080p. If we're to go back to Canva, we'll go out of this. Dr. Vivian, can you go out of the workflow page so I can show you where you can set up your artboard from. Let's go back to the beginning, like the home page. Yes. Okay, so you can see custom size, right? Can everyone see it? It's after website.
Okay.
Dr. Vivian, can you click on it? The custom size. Yes. So once you click on it, this is what you see. All right, you can see suggested Instagram post 1080p by 1080p. Then you have the video mobile 1080p by 920. Remember I said that is for reels. Then
Yes.
you have YouTube 10. This is also for YouTube reel, YouTube shorts
Okay.
920 by 1080. No, sorry, this is not for YouTube shorts. It's 920. 920 is the longer. This one is landscape now. That's what it means. When you have 920 before the 1080p is landscape. When you have
Okay.
the 1080p before the 920p is portrait. If that makes more sense. Then you
All right.
have a certificate, right? So now to now do to insert the exact dimension of the post that you want to make, you go to your width, you type. But before you type, first you want to check the units. Make sure it's in px, because there are other units there. If you click there, you see inches,
Okay.
millimeters, and centimeters. But that's not what we are working with. We are working with pixels,
Pixel.
and because that's what that's the standard for all social media platforms. It's only when you are maybe designing for print then you can begin to talk about inches and the rest, and millimeters and all of that. Okay, so we would have, so you, if it's Instagram post, for instance, just post a square post, you can put 1080p by
By
1080p.
10.
Now you can also do 10. Now let's hold on, Dr. Vivian. So now what I'm now saying is that instead of 1080p by 1080p for Instagram post, you do 1350p,
350. Okay.
well, 1350, sorry, by 1080p.
Okay.
Please, if it does not work on your own Instagram, maybe your device has not yet is not yet updated, because I also do notice that there are some devices that get their updates later. You know, there are
But
some.
sorry,
Yeah, yeah, I can
this
hear you.
new okay, this 130/50 by 80, this new one that you said is longer, does it have an
Yes,
advantage to Instagram? Because you were saying something about making your
yes,
post not okay. Does it have an advantage to that post
yes.
as to
It
what you
does.
said that okay, all right.
It does. And that was what I was trying to explain earlier, that if somebody's going through their feed, for instance, you know, all the people that I follow on Instagram, I can see their post on my feed, right? And same thing to you
Yeah,
guys, right? So when I
yeah,
do my own
yeah.
post on Instagram, for instance, and then I'm scrolling through and I see your post, if your post is 1080p by 1080p, by the time I get by the time your post is at the center of my phone, there the probability that another post is following it or under is very high, and I would at least I will see a glimpse of what the
Of it.
other post downwards looks like.
Okay.
So curiosity would make me want to let me even check what that person's post under is. Let me give you an instance. Maybe I follow AY or Brain Jotter, for instance, and just before your own post, and I like, I like to have a lot of comic relief and all of that, but what you posted is quite serious and important, right?
Yeah.
And I just got to my Instagram, I'm scrolling, and I saw your post. I'm like, well, okay, let me read this. And just underneath, I'm seeing Brain Jotter's post, and because this is his name, I will see first before I
Yeah.
see is the sign, I mean the a little bit of his post under. You get that will
Yeah.
make me quickly just go under and just check, and then I've forgotten your post. That's how I keep
Okay.
scrolling and keep scrolling till I forget. And that's why a lot of people, in their Instagram post, they always say save. Even though you save, you might not go back. I've saved a
Yeah,
lot of
exactly.
Instagram posts that I have not gone back to check, except the Instagram post that is going to give me money. Anyways, so
Okay.
that's why the 1080 by 3 1350 is important. So now what you need to do first is to try it out. So you would have to first update your Instagram. When you update your Instagram, then you do a design on Canva using that frame, because if you check Canva now, Canva doesn't have it. Do you
Okay.
understand? They don't
Yeah.
have it. If it was there, you would have seen it. They don't have it. They did not included it in their framework. No one has done much designs because they're very recent development. You can make your own findings too. You can Google, make your own findings about the recent added dimensions for Instagram. You will see the 1350 by 1080p, but you could also work with 1080p. I'm just telling you that that one has more advantage over 1080p by
1080
1080p.
by
But
1080.
majority of the people on Instagram, they do 1080p by 1080p. So, but if you want to do carousels that you want, because carousels are meant to capture people's attention, and the rate at which the attention of people are gotten, like recently I was going through Koza's post, and I saw their carousel. I was fascinated. Is that this their 12 DG program? They invited Dr. Paul Eneche, and I saw the first slide. Then I saw that there was another picture in the second slide, but I could only see a glimpse of it from the first slide. So I flipped to the next one. I just wanted to see what picture could that be. That was how I ended up engaging the entire carousel. I watched it to the end. I looked through it to the end. So that's what carousel has meant to do. So now, if we had the opportunity, if we would have another opportunity to have another class, I would, would teach you how to do carousel, because it's not quite straightforward, and there's no direct template for it on Canva. But there's a way we would have to do it from the custom size area. We would create it. Then there are other tools that we might need to use to be able to do that. Also, now Canva is limited in so many ways. Um, like for instance, there are certain shapes you will not be able to get in Canva. There are certain elements you will not be able to get in Canva. If you go back to, if you click a template, for instance, and now maybe we could do, Dr. Vivian, can you, let's create that 1350 by 1080p. Can we create it? Let's create it so we can see what it looks like. You will see that it's longer, is a bit longer. Sorry, the width, let's go back. The width is supposed to be 1080p. Is the height that is 1350. No, don't cancel. Just, I think you can just go back. Okay. So we can just create something and then have a look through. Because what another thing I wanted to do today was to teach you how to embed your pictures into a shape. Just like what we saw with that particular shape that picture was inside. It's called masking.
Okay, Max.
Masking. Okay. Yeah, so create. So when you are working with a blank page like this, the first thing that should be on your mind is background. What's going to be my background color? You decide that first of all. And for beginners, because is as you do more of designs like that you get better. So for a beginner, I would advise that you should spend a lot of your time doing research on the kind of social media posts that your audience would like, the kind of social media design that would appeal to your audience. Let's say, for instance, you have a fashion person. Most of the time, fashion posts are usually their colors are more nude. They are either one beige color, one very nude peach, all those very, very, I would say weird colors, but it works perfectly for fashion. If you look at prominent fashion websites, you will see that those are the kind of colors they use. They either use white or they use something that is very creamy, or something that is not very loud, and not very loud colors, not very lousy colors. But there are some brands that need that kind of color. It's just what would work for them. Any other thing other than that will not work. All right. So you first need to do research in your niche, in your industry. With what are the designs? You will have to look through what are the color combinations, what kind of design works. All right. It doesn't mean that you have to follow them verbatim, but in niche, surely that's what you'd have to do, because creativity is born out of repeating other people's already created stuffs. Well, by the time you do that repeatedly over time, you'll be able to add your own from there. You'll be able to, stand on your own and beat your chest that, okay, this design was done by me and me only. I didn't have to use any template. So first of all, that's why I said that I would like to say that template is not a bad idea, but the only thing that you would have to do is to make sure that you correct or you change certain things so that your just in case somebody else uses the template and the person doesn't even bother to change it, you will not be having the same design with someone else, because most likely you are going to be using the exact same template with somebody, someone else, on Instagram, and you know that people scroll a lot. I mean, people could watch about 2,000 posts a day. There's people who can do that, and they'll be able to spot the similarity between one post they saw earlier and the one they are seeing now. This one is there. I think this I've seen this thing before. So for your brand to stand out, you must be able to do that. Okay, so Vivian, where are you? You have gone somewhere else. Oh. Okay, so let's go back to the template. So we choose a color, the background color for our design. I mean our artboard. You choose a background color. So let's say we leave it white, or um hello ma, are you there? Dr. Vivian, can you hear me?
Even though that
Can anyone hear me?
yes, I am here. I didn't even know that my camera was on. Jesus, I vlogged my wig away. My goodness. Oh yeah, please.
Okay, so I'm trying to use your system so that we can navigate around Canvas, but I see that you're busy doing a lot,
I'm not busy. Oh,
so I couldn't.
I was going back and forth between here. You were talking for long, so I didn't know that you wanted to see me.
Okay,
Can I even find this Canva again? It's
you
like
have
I
opened
closed
plenty
it.
things.
I normally do. That's what I do. I do that for a living.
Okay,
Oh, let me see. Okay, yes, I've seen it. Okay,
okay, so
so
we're
this is where
back
we
here.
are.
Beautiful. So now, before usually the artboard, eh, the artboard is like a canvas that people who draw use. So, but what you don't do is you place a paper on a canvas, for instance. That's why they call Canva. The name was gotten from the artboard that artists use to make their drawing. So what they do is that they put a paper on their Canva and then they begin to draw. So what we're going to do now is we're going to create our own background. So, but to create our own background, we need to place a solid color, or a solid that would term as paper. on our artboard. It's then we can now change color, add color, remove color, whatever it is we want to do. So to do that, we would have to go to elements. Let's go back up, please. Hold that.
Sorry, I'm listening.
So we are on elements. You can see we have circle. We have different kind of shapes. So we're going to stick with shape. I know Dr. Vivian has done a lot. You can see all the recent escapades here. So we're going to take the rectangle shape, for instance. So let's click on the rectangle shape.
Is this rectangle? This is square.
Oh,
Abi, is it
sorry,
me?
square, not rectangle.
Okay. Square. What are these even saying? I've clicked on it, but it's opening another thing. Okay, is it I should pick it and drop? Abby? Can you hear me? Abby, I'm the only
Yeah, I
one
can hear
here.
you. I can hear you.
Okay.
So you drag it to all the edges. Make sure that it fits into the canvas.
I think we're good.
No, we are not good though. Can't you see the canvas? You can see the border lines now. See the canvas. You have not done a hundred.
Okay,
This
let
is
me do
this.
that again. Okay, the one inside, should I stretch? I think it's the one outside that overstretched. Let me do that.
Okay. You overstretched it.
Yes.
Okay,
Mm.
I see.
And surprisingly, I didn't even know when it happened because
Bring the one the. I
the
need you
upper
to bring
one.
that one down. Yes, so we
Yes.
know that we are not outside.
Give me a
I don't
moment.
want us to be outside the artboard
For some
because
reason,
that will
it's
affect the entire.
okay. For some reason, it's disappearing, but let me see what I can do. Okay. So this makes sense.
Uh-huh.
This makes sense. So we're good.
Okay, so now we change the color to white or whatever color you want to do. So you click on the color, that black, yeah. Then you can change to whatever color you want.
Okay, let me do Phoenix Gates color.
Okay, you
I
can
don't
do that.
even know. Let me just make an attempt on this. Hey, this doesn't look
That's a
good.
gradient. Don't click that
Yes.
one. Come to the color wheel, please.
Yes, I've done that.
Okay, beautiful. Now, so what we'll do now is we're going to lock it. Lock the background, please. Yes. Now, the reason why we have locked the background is because it will not, so that it will not interact with other things that we need to do. If I want to select the text on that background, for instance, now the background will not move with the text. That's the whole idea. So things that will be stationary, that will not need to move around, you make sure you lock them so that if you want to unlock them, you just click on it. The option will pop out. Click on the background. The option will pop out. You can unlock. The unlock button is just right up at the corner.
Okay, I've seen
Yeah,
it.
that's the unlock button. Yes.
Okay, locked, unlock, locked, back.
Okay. So that's how we'll make that work, and then we now go to what are we trying to create right now? Um, let's go to elements again, please. Up
Element.
elements.
We're there.
Okay, you're there. Um, type placeholders on the search element. Placeholders.
The same photo placeholders. Is that the
Yeah.
correct one?
Yes.
Okay, so
Oh,
we're here.
beautiful. So, take a rectangle. No, do I want a rectangle? Just hold on. You're scrolling. I want us to look at the frames. Okay. Keep going down. Now, if you observe that we have different kind of placeholders, different shapes. Now it depends on what. That's why I said that for you to come to Canva to come design, you could actually be here 24 hours and you have not done anything meaningful as a beginner. So why that's why you need to do research. You need to know what you want your post to look like, because there are several options, elements, placeholders, things that you will need that are there for you, but you will not be able to recognize them simply because you've not done your research, and then you might just be confused. Do I use this one? Do I use that one? So you need to be focused. This is what I want my post to look like today. Okay, I need a picture to be on a placeholder. The picture will be inside the placeholder, and the placeholder I need, the photo placeholder I need is circle. So once you have seen that is circle you need, you just grab that placeholder and you go and drop it on your Canva. Now, what the placeholder does is that once you click on it, it gives you an option to pick any picture and put inside that image or that placeholder. It's not an image per se, it's a path. Like I said, is a mask, is a path that's been created that once you just put any picture or any icon or whatever it is that you want to put inside, it will just fit in. It will cut out every other part that does not need, that cannot fit into that particular circle or that particular shape, and it could be in any kind of shape. So where you are seeing the cloud and the landscape is the only area that will be filled. For some of the placeholders you are seeing is only that part. Like this particular placeholder where you have this cursor, for instance, now that green path will not change, it will be green,
Mm.
but you can change the color if that's what you selected. Once you put it on your background, you can change the color later on to whatever it is you want. So that's why you must know what you want first of all before you make any. Then, so let's choose. Um, can I see a circle? Is there a circle there,
Hmm?
Dr. Vivian? Where are you going now? Can you scroll down a bit? Okay, let's choose this one. This one immediately after the rectangle. This is two.
Rectangle. This one.
Up. No, no,
Up.
no. Up.
This.
Go up. No, no. Yeah. Immediately after the
This one.
landscape. Yes, after this one, the next one after. Yeah, that one. Let's click on that or drag it. If it's not clicking, just drag it and
It
put
has
on
clicked
the.
already. It's there.
Okay, that's click. All right, beautiful. Okay, so now let's click the option of plus, the one that has plus. Just
Mm-mm.
just over on all the options at the top. That no, no, not there.
Ah, there's no
Dr.
plus
Vivian,
here. Here, is it duplicate? Just say what you want to. I use this thing small, small. Just call the name. What do you want me to do?
just hold on. So double click on the image. I wanted them to see
This is the double
what
click
those
on the
options
image.
were. Yes, double click here. Have you
This
double
double click.
clicked?
Yes. Is there a network lag? Bio.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I'm here. I almost wanted to go
It's
out
supposed to
because I
give me
can't
an
see it.
option. It's supposed to give you
What
an
option?
option to replace or to place photo.
Replace or place, replace to place. Let me hide this thing first. I can't see anything like that here.
That's
All
what
right.
placeholders are for. All right, let's go and download a photo. Let's say
So
your photo. Bring your photo in. Let's just bring it in first. Let's see.
I have plenty
It's supposed
photos.
to come in.
Should I? Anyone? Let me just pick this my your PO. Okay, so I've added it.
Okay, just a minute. I'm trying to check. No, don't put it on it. Just put it by the side. Okay, it's all right. Mm, this placeholder is, or is it Pro?
I'm on
Please click
Pro.
on it. You're on Pro. Okay, click on it,
Yes.
please. Click on it again.
Click on
Click
what?
on
You want me to
the
put it
placeholder.
inside?
Yes,
I've clicked on it. What do you want me to do?
right click.
Right. That's what I did. This is the only
Okay,
thing you can.
go to more options. Those three dots. Go back. Get out of like right click. Go back. Go to
This one.
the three
This
dots.
is
Yes, right click. It's the same
this is
thing.
hmm, it's still the same thing. I said maybe it's still the same thing, even when I click it directly from my laptop or I click from here. So, but what do you expect? What were you looking at for?
No,
Or is it
there's
this
supposed
one?
to be an option.
An
Supposed to
option
be an
for what?
option to change this um to change it to change the color inside. The placeholders are meant to change that this thing that looks like the landscape of clouds with you know.
No, but you can put the picture inside and it will fit perfectly.
Hey, that's what. Oh God, sorry, my bad. I was
Okay.
thinking. I was thinking. My Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I thought that was the method. All right, so guys, here we have it. So it's just a complete drag and drop. You know, initially I said you have to create a path, then you mask. I use Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop a lot more for designs than Canva because
It's
of
for
professional
pros.
reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Because of professional reason to make me lazy and all of that. So and you know, but anyways, now we have the picture inside with the placeholders. Now, what the placeholders are meant for, just like I said to you, they are just meant to have your picture coming. Like as she has put that picture now, you can think that you can see that it cut out the parts when that were not necessary. But with this now, you can even still zoom in. You can zoom in. If you click on it, there are options for you to bring it closer. You can expand it. You can bring it closer. If
Let me.
no, if you double click on it, you open all the no, just double click, don't right click.
Okay, I
uh
can see. But
Yeah, you can
this one is for
expand it from
rotating.
it.
Oh. Okay, so I'll click on my
No,
expand. Okay, they said it cannot be expanded.
maybe that's the
Okay,
end of
because
your.
currently images are locked. Because he said I locked it. All right, let's see.
You locked it.
I don't know. I think
Maybe
this
you
one is for
mistakenly
rotate.
locked it. It has expanded now. You just did it now. So drag your face, drag it down a bit, then expand it a bit more. So it will capture your face more instead of the entire body. Yeah. So it depends on what you want. If this is what you want to capture, beautiful, you have that. And if, for instance, maybe the picture you have has a background that you don't like, and then the background remover, if you have the Pro package, you can use background remover, it will remove it. Now, if you don't have, but the only thing is that as you are removing the background, that circle is going with it. So it's better you do that before you use the circle. But however, the circle is the placeholders are done in PNG. So eventually you might have to still find a background for your images. Now, for people who might not be able to do Canva Pro, write this down, please, so that you don't forget. You can use erase.bg. Maybe when you are watching the video all over again, you'll be able to write it down. erase.bg. Erase.bg is an AI platform where you can erase the background of any image. So far that I've been for as long as I've been using it is about 95% effective. Erase.bg. Then you have remove. I think you have remove.bg. I seldomly use that one, but it's also available. You have erase.bg.
Ew, this thing is so
They help you to remove your background. There are actually several of them on on the internet, but the ones that are more prominent is erase.bg and remove.bg. They can help you remove your background, and erase.bg also has another option where you can have your on a solid color background, like maybe white. You would have to choose the solid color that you want. Then you can now bring it back to your your Canva design. And how you do that, I already showed you guys earlier how to do that. You go to files, you go to upload, and then you upload the file by clicking on upload files. Then you click on the picture that you want to bring it into the design. Now, as we already know how to resize, I showed you how to resize whatever it is that you need to resize. Um, Dr. Visa, can we go back to the design? I know you are doing your practical as well as.
It's not the vertical. I don't know why I don't know why I kept it. God, that's how it's open everywhere. Sorry, give me a moment. Let me just find it again. That's strange. Oh no, that's strange. For some reason I can't find the combo again. Please, what do you want? Let me
Uh,
just let me close all these other tabs.
okay, I want us to go back to what we're doing because we're supposed to build from there. We've already been able to get a placeholder, your picture into a placeholder. Then we're supposed to, get drag a text box. We're supposed to choose headlines, body text, write and type into them, choose the font styles, the font sizes,
Moment.
then add your logo, then do that opacity thing I did. Put your logo on the background, increase the size, reduce the opacity, put it in the background. Then I will now do, I think to round up the class, we just do we animate we animate the text, the pictures to fly in, which we can export as GIF or we
No, this
export
is
them as
not
a
a video.
video. It will just be a short thing. So it'll be an animated post. It's not necessarily a video, it's an animated post. Do we have any
My,
questions so far? Please, I hope I've not lost you guys.
I hope they're not sleeping.
Hello,
Please
can you
let's
guys
add.
hear me?
Yes, we can hear you crystal clear. I hope they're not sleeping because okay, I didn't even know when they left the stage. My goodness, I was not here because I was at the other side, so I didn't know when the we left. But I'm sure
I
when
came
you're
in
back.
late.
Okay,
So
okay.
I'm asking if you had done thumbnails before I came in.
No, no, we're doing. He's doing the design setup. Anyway, he taught us for everything, like essentially how to, what's the word? How we can just open it up. So, but then he's teaching us how to make the designs now. So it's more than thumbnails. He did for Instagram and then just different. He showed us how to resize it to fit anyone. But you'll see it in the recording. It's been we recorded up until now. So I don't know, Bio. Is there any particular what did you call it? For thumbnails, what I normally do is I just click on the templates. But the way you're saying building from the scratch now, I don't know. Okay, so this is where we are now. Bio, if you're still here, let me hide this. Okay, so I think his network. You said we should add logo. I've gone to carry my logo. I know where my logo is. So what he was saying was everybody knows how to upload these things. Maya, where are you? Oh, said I should carry my logo. I just brought it in. I'll take out the background first. Okay, it's not gonna work. Remember our Control Z. Made a mistake. Oh my, just once I click it, it gets in. Okay, so I can't see from here. I don't know. I'm not in the interface for StreamYard. If I have to be here, I can't see. So I don't know who is saying what. Please, if anybody is here, please say something so that. Okay. Me, I'm just doing what's in my mind. Everybody knows that that's how my mind works. Don't have mercy on me. Oh, I mistakenly chopped one hand of my bird. Is it which part of me? I'm not a designer. Yes, I've done another mistake again. So back to undo. I think since I want to use my flyer, I'm gonna unlock this thing. Unlock or change the color. You see here, God, I can't see you. If anybody is up here, I can only see my monitors. I'm not on the main page. Okay, I think network kicked him out. Okay, he's back. Sorry, I
I've been
wasn't
here
looking.
since.
Yes, I think
I've been here since.
network kicks you out.
It's all right. Okay,
So,
so from what I can see, I asked the question the other time if anyone got what I've been saying so far. So just so as
okay.
to keep track on.
Is to call their names, call the people that have been in the meeting. Please just call them. So that if somebody's sleeping there, we'll unmute, we'll on the person's camera from this end. I wish there was something like that.
Omolade, are you there? Tolu Ekwe. I hope I'm pronouncing
Miss
this right.
Tolu.
Yeah, I'm here. Omalade is here.
I've been talking. I've been saying, you get what did you get? Did you understand all I've been saying, or there are things that you're already familiar with, or do you have any questions? Temitope hasn't said
So I didn't
anything.
know that they brought me to the stage because there was a time my network kicked me out. So
So
I just
sorry.
realized now that I'm back on the stage.
Yes, I just
Oh,
added
That's
everybody again.
funny.
Sorry, I'm not seeing the backstage because I have to be at, what did you call it, the Canva. So I didn't know when network kicked some people out. So
okay,
sorry
okay,
about that.
okay. Wow, this is a lot. Mommy, show me more.
Mommy Show
Thank
just
you
came.
very much. There was one particular thing I learned today, and
Yes,
that
ma'am.
was how you put that background. I had always imagined what it would look like. So thank you. The way she brought in the square from the elements and then
Yeah.
dragged it to change the color of the background. I actually learned that for the first time today. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I
You're
think it's me
welcome,
that you're
ma'am.
supposed to thank, mommy.
He was giving you the instructions, so I had to thank him.
Maya, you better confess. Yes,
So,
ma. I received
okay,
the
well,
thanks.
you don't have any questions, ma'am.
No, not really.
Okay.
I I try to
Mommy
play around
designed
with
mommy
is
designed
this other one that you should have come to teach us, that pixel, or what do they call it? That's the one you should have come to teach us.
The carousel.
Not carousel. It's another it's different from Canva. It's a little bit more professional, but takes more effort than Canva. Something like PR.
Okay.
I think the logo is something like PR. That's the one I
I
really want to master. I mean,
eh,
you see the flyers
eh.
and they look like a graphic artist actually did them. But Canva, because of those templates, they
I don't
make it
think
a
it's
bit easier.
Pixel. I don't think it's
Yeah,
Pixel.
yeah.
Bayo, what's the name of that one? It's not Pixel. It's
Then
There are a lot of
Free Pick.
them
logo is
now.
like
Free
P
Pick.
and R.
It's Free
Huh?
Pick. Free Pick.
Oh, it's
No,
free pig.
Yes,
no,
it's
Is it
no,
Free
no,
free
Pick.
no,
pig?
no, no. It's not
No.
the one I'm talking about. Is not free pick. I'll look for the logo now.
Ah. It's
Okay,
F.
look
It's
for the
F
logo and
and
let me know.
F.
Let her look for the logo.
Okay.
Tolu, you have not said anything yet. I just want to be sure that I'm not running ahead of myself.
Let me remove all these things. These are somebody who just sleeping on graphic. God
Then wait,
forbid.
wait, Dr. Vivian, just hold on because there is something I want to also point out that you did here that some people might make as a mistake.
Pixel Lab. Pixel Lab.
Hmm.
Pixel Lab.
Maybe
Hello,
it's one
Yes.
of
ma.
those. Maybe
Yes,
it's one.
Pixel Lab.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Oh, that's fine.
The
In
posters
fact, the
from
thing,
it tend to look more professional than
yeah, yes.
Canva.
In fact, ma, there are
Yes.
lots and lots of, there are
It's
lots and lots
AI.
of
There are
platforms like that.
plenty.
They are very plenty. So, like what Canva, but Canva, for instance, because
It's a low hanging
their
fruit.
hands, they have their hands into a lot of things. Like on Canva, you could design a website layout.
Mhm.
You could
Yeah.
design a website. You could do your CV. You could do
Mm-hmm.
documents on
Mm.
it and all of that.
Yeah.
So they can't be focused on just design. And
Mm.
if their market is their audience, that's what they want.
Yes.
Uh, but professionally, if one wants to really get into the design itself, you would have to be thinking Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, or Corel Draw.
Mm.
But for all those
I think
other
the
apps
oldest
and
is
platforms,
Coral
they
Draw.
are still quite easier, but some are more detailed than the other. Some are more detailed than the other.
The
And
oldest.
also, like I said, because what I wanted to do earlier was to give you a practical example. I downloaded two posters I wanted to design from scratch, and you guys can see how getting a reference can really help you do your designs really fast. Like for instance, that what's happening to Dr. Vivian right now is that she doesn't have any reference, so she's wondering, okay, is this okay here? Is this supposed to be here? Oh, can this be? And you can be
Okay,
there for hours
my
not
dear, I
knowing
used
what
to
to
be
do.
there for hours. So, and in fact,
Not knowing what to do, but you can
I
you can
leave.
design fast, you can get your post out really fast if you have a reference point. It doesn't mean that you have to copy everything verbatim. You
But
can still
that's why
change your colors.
I use templates a lot too. That's why I use templates. It's
Yeah.
because you came now, you're teaching us from scratch. Wahala. And but then the annoying part with that template, my goodness, especially when it comes to personal branding, God forbid, after you finish, you just post your post now. Like let's say maybe your flyer for the week. You just see one somebody will just go and copy it. I'm telling you, I've seen somebody. In fact, the person was fearless about it too. Mommy, show me. I think the person added you into that group. The person went to my, what did they call it? You know that design that Temitope did for us for what did they call it? Um for what's the name of that?
The
For
header.
no, not the header. She's not the one
Okay.
that did my header. What's the name? Um for when Phoenix Kids started when we started pushing our Spotify.
Okay. Okay.
I said
The person
somebody,
copied it.
and when I mean by word for word, the person was not even smart enough to
Ah.
remove the our like what we wrote
Oh dear.
on the word, like what we said, listen, all those funny listen up and do something, something. That the person even created a group and added all of us and posted the flyer and said he's a graphic designer with my as in he just chopped off Phoenix Gate off. And then so for me, now I know I was thinking that he actually chopped it off. But now with what Bio is saying now, it's obvious that he probably came to Canva, still saw the template, which was what Temitope did. She didn't design from the scratch. She used the template. So I'm sure probably now I can think back and say, oh, it's possible that he actually
If
used.
you are not on pro, it's possible. Very possible. Because
It's possible.
it's you're using a free using a free software. So your some of your work can be shared. It can be shared.
So I
It's
think that
very
was what
possible.
happened.
It's very possible. All right.
Okay, so
So
go
like there was
ahead.
something I wanted to point out with Dr. Vivian's design with what she was doing. You could see that our logo and the background are the same color, so the logo is not legible.
Yes, I wanted to change the color of
So
either
the color.
the logo
So
or
what
the.
you do is you click on the background.
Oh, sorry, I went out.
You have gone
My,
somewhere else.
sorry, give me a moment. I'm going right back. Coming through. Okay, so I think we're back. Okay, so click on the
So
background.
you click on the background. You should see the option to.
Why can't I see the background?
This is you're on the
Just
background now.
clicking it.
Click.
Just I
No, no,
clicked it. Oh.
don't click. No, no, you are clicking on the picture. It's not. You can't see your picture that is highlighted right now. It's your picture that is highlighted, not the background.
So the entire background. This is the entire background, but
Yes.
it's locked. I locked it.
To
It
unlock
can't
it,
click.
unlock it. It's clicking already. It's just not highlighting as much as you think, as it should.
Okay, so I think something has happened again.
No, no,
Okay,
no.
so but it's dotted lines. When it's dotted line, I can't open it. Okay, let me see. If I locked it again, unlock. Okay, I've
This is
unlocked it. Yes, I've gotten it.
okay.
Don't worry, I found it. So this is
All
it.
right, so
I'll
go to the
change it to
color,
white.
change it to white or something creamy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Then this
and
is my
then
brand.
you can bring your logo back in.
There's something I normally do, but sometimes I
Yeah.
forget
Like
how
you're
I do
not so
it.
involved
It
in
comes to
your
me as
work that the thing is burning.
there's something I normally do to resize, but I think it's
Almost
happened
finished
to me
my
as luck.
the one you
So
gave me.
What's that?
Breeze. And in fact, most times now, do you know, I forget to use
you know,
it. Can
because
you
of that
imagine?
thing, it will be entering. What did you call it?
The only thing I'm praying for is that I don't have to gel my hair for now. Because
Mommy,
the
we're
rate,
hearing your voice.
oh, sorry, oh.
It's all right, man.
Let
Now
me
you are
just.
cropping.
No, I can't crop. If I crop, I'll cut the wings, the something of the bird. I just want to move it out, because the background we first used is that mug, and
You
that's
are
because
not.
of that
That,
inner.
that's what I'm trying to tell you. That you are cropping. You are not moving it out.
Let me see. I don't want to move it out. You don't understand. If I move it out,
Okay.
it will replace my
Mm.
picture.
So what do you want to do?
I want to see it has replaced the thing. But
Okay, you is the placeholder you're talking about.
yes, I don't want to. That's why I don't want to. Except maybe what I'll do is I'll choose. Okay, so this is good. But if I click on it,
So
it
you
will
don't
just
have to
replace
click.
my.
Just
o-
drag.
Okay, it
Place
has
your
moved.
cursor, drag.
I dragged it. So
If you
I
double click, it will take you to the placeholder immediately.
yes, but I need to resize, not. I
If you
need
want
to
to resize, you resize from the edge. Yes. It's
no.
easier from
It's
the edge.
okay. So the angles.
Yes. From
Okay,
the
okay,
diagonal point of view.
okay. So hey, okay, good. I think we're good to go. Ha ha ha. Vivian the designer.
You see what I said about now this your picture, eh? What you can also do is that you need to crop it.
Crop.
Yeah, you need to
Oh,
crop it. You know why you need to crop it? Because every time this your logo interacts with that placeholder, it becomes the next thing.
mm,
It will just replace your photo immediately.
yes. That's what's even
This is what
happening.
is happening. So you need to reduce. You need to
The
reduce it.
oh no. Okay, let me just go back. One, two, and good. So
Mm,
let me click on it and reduce it.
yeah, you need to, no, 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 no. Crop.
No.
The option for crop is there. Or you want to reduce the size of your.
And yes, let me
Re-
just imagine that I'm putting. Let me bring mommy show a more picture. All of you.
So
I'm doing
what I'm
graphic.
saying is that you see this large part of the box. Once you are trying to put other things around in your flyer or your post now, it will be interacting with that box.
Yes, I've moved
Do you
it. I've
understand?
already reduced it halfway. See the
Click.
box here where
No,
it is
click.
now.
Guys, see that
See
the
it
box
now.
is bigger than the image. That's the point
Yeah,
I'm trying to make. The box
but
is
it's
bigger
being
than the image.
reduced now. I've reduced it.
Yeah, you reduced. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that you reduce the size of the image, not the box. To
Okay,
reduce the
see, I've,
size of the box, you would have to crop it.
I just did it now.
No,
Okay.
it's something else that you dragged down. In fact, it was the background that you didn't lock back that you just dragged down now.
Wahala.
Click on the photo again.
See it here.
You see now. That's it.
I'm telling you that
So
it's really low. Let me lock the
you didn't.
background.
Do you know you didn't click on you didn't click on it. Click on it. That's why I said click on it. Just click on it.
I
Yes.
click.
Wait. Yes. Now
See
you
now.
have clicked on it. Just hold on. Just hold on. Now check the options that we have up. You see crop just before the flip. You see crop. No, up. The yes. Before yes, that box. That's crop.
Mm.
Now you go back to the picture.
Okay, yes, I can see smart crop. Do you want me to use
No,
that?
don't use smart crop. You'd have used freehand. You saw the
But
option, right?
there's no freehand. It's only crop and expand, then smart crop.
That
That's all.
that's what he said. I
Mm.
thought those other options would be there.
No.
All right, let's use smart crop then. Try and uh, you have rotated this thing. Oh. Go to the edge. Go
No, I've
to
done
see
it
the
already.
rotate tool. Just
I've
okay.
done it
Drag
back.
it down. Drag it down. No, you are reducing the size again.
You said I should drag it down now.
Yes, just you want to capture the entire body. Well, it depends on what you want, Sha. That's the thing.
Hala.
Once you are done cropping, you can click done and let's see what we have left.
I'm
You
good.
have clicked
I'm
done.
good. Yes.
Come to the edge of this box here, not the diagonal side. Yeah, drag it in. Let me see. Drag it in. Oh no 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 no! I don't like this. Okay. Mm, all right, just put it behind. Okay, put it where you want to put it, and then lock it. Wherever
Okay.
it is you want to put it, just put it there and lock
Mm,
it.
I think let me just make it as a flyer for what did he call it? Let's say boot camp 2. Let's say this is what I want to do.
So
Let's say I'm using
so
this
lock
fine
it
chip.
now.
So let me lock it
So it will interact. They the your logo, is that where you want to put it, or you want to put it
on the left.
on the left? Yes.
Okay, so madam move.
Just drag it.
So I should
Good.
change the color. Change the
No.
color. Let me see if I can find the blue hue. Oh,
Mm,
is it
I don't
possible?
think that's
I used to
necessary
see it
because
here.
that color works.
I don't know. I
That
used to
color
see it.
works.
Okay.
Mm,
Mm, mm, mm. Oh, please go
what are
ahead.
you? What
No,
are you
I'm good.
saying? You work concerning that?
I wanted to change this one. Then when I clicked the blue, it was the whole page. I don't know
All right.
how
So
to.
let's go to
Okay. Does that mean I can't change the
let's go
color
to
of my
text.
logo? I used to do that, so I'm surprised. Like, okay, yes, I've seen it. Can use filters. Blue.
You know what filters does is that it comes with the background though.
Are you sure?
Then you lose the PNG. Check now.
No, it's. I used to use it. Oh, see, it has come.
Okay, let me see. Okay, okay. It works then. I thought it was going to add the background to it.
Mm,
All right, so let's go to text. Click on text. You should have a text box. Then you have heading, you have subheading, you have body. All right,
head.
so I believe that heading should work first, depending on what it is that you, because usually when you're designing, you have heading, you have the subheading that follows, and subheading is usually smaller than the heading. It just gives this sweet vibe to your fonts on your poster. It
I
makes
can
it
move.
look a lot professional when you have heading and subheading. So you could, let's say for instance you have boot camp. What would be the subheading again?
Uh, implement. Let's say Let me. What I'll write is let's say emission. This is too huge. Mission implementation, or let's say implementation bootcamp.
Uh-huh. So you can reduce the size, change your fonts.
That's it's not nice at all. This font is so bad. Let me check what I can. I like that sans. Should we use sans serif?
And there are a lot of
Serif.
sans.
Canvas sans. Ah, this is
Use
bad.
sans serif.
Open sans. Let me check sans serif. Can I just type it?
Yes,
Oh,
if
it's.
it's there to come out. You have not. I don't think you have. Like,
I clicked
okay.
on it. This one is roti sans. There are different types of sans serifs. This
There
one
are
is not nice
plenty
at all.
sans. Have you
This is
used
not bad.
have you used the normal? Okay, you like this one.
This one is not bad.
Is this subheading or main
This
heading?
main heading.
No, main heading is supposed to carry boot camp. Then
Well,
subheading will be implementation.
implementation bootcamp. Implementation.
Okay, implementation is the
Yes.
main topic.
Let me
Boot
reduce the
camp.
size.
Won't it be
Yes.
too long?
Yeah, wait, let's finish. I will show you the one that my other guy did for me. I don't even know. I can't remember what he wrote in it. Most of those ones they use templates. Sometimes when I see my graphic design somewhere else, I used to feel like crying.
Okay, so you reduce the size.
Yeah,
Okay, no,
okay.
no. I think
It's
is
not
it
bad.
okay? Just bring it down. Bring it down. It can't be
Level
at the
with my
same level with your
graphics.
logo.
So
With your
here,
logo, it could be
right or
down.
middle?
Yes, yes. Now that's now your decision. It could be in the middle, but if it's going to be in the middle, most of the other things that you are going to be that are going to be there would tilt towards the middle. So if you're taking one side, like that first post that you saw that all the text were aligned to the left.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's true.
That template we took, yeah, they were all aligned to the left. That's the way the poster designs, even flyer designs, are usually. So you have to choose where you want your text to align towards. If you want it to align center, fine and good. If you want to align to the left or right, that would also determine the the placement of the pictures or elements that you're going to be using. So if you want it to the middle, fine and good. If you want it to align left, fine and good. So what are you choosing?
Okay, let's see. Middle is not bad for this picture. That's just what I'm thinking. Especially
Okay.
because of the kind of I'm the only one, right? And then because of um the way that I'm already
With
having
your
something
logo,
here
did
and
you
something.
change did you use black filter? Is this on my eyes?
Yeah, I just changed it because of this implementation camp, the color.
No, you can
I
change the
felt like,
color now.
hmm?
You can change it
Okay, but
to
I felt
either
like it was
gold.
not bad. Okay, I should change it
Okay,
to
no,
gold. I felt like it was
no,
not
it
bad.
depends on you. Depends on you. What are the colors that you can? All the colors that purple goes well on with white.
It
Yeah,
will
if
it's
it's
someone
deeper,
else.
if it's not really too light like that, it can go. It will go.
Okay, so I will change the color, text color. I can change the text color to go with the color that
Mm,
I'm wearing.
yeah.
But it doesn't look so nice. So that means I can change this back to. Okay, let's go
We
ahead.
still have a lot to do. We still have to go and get. We're still going to the elements. We need to get.
I'm there already. What do you want us to
We
get?
need to. We need to
Headset.
get. No headset. We need to get background elements.
So which one? I'm there.
Something can.
Let me check background. Which one do you want?
No. Check for. Just okay. Click on background. Let's see. It's elements I need, not just backgrounds. I need backgrounds
This type. Can you see?
element. I can see. No, this is not what I want.
Let's go down.
But it also depends on you. You could also use this and blend it in with your background, your present background.
Okay, so
Just
should we
like I
use
said
this
earlier.
purple? Should
No,
we use purple?
eh?
Hey, whoa.
That one is animated.
Yes.
It's a video.
Let's no. Okay, we can do that stuff. You were. Hey, whoa. I mistakenly removed it. Let me check it out. We could do that. What did you call it? Transparency you were talking about.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
possible.
video. Sorry
Video.
about
I said
this.
video. Mhm.
Okay, so let's go right back into. But there are graphics here. So what do you want? You can look through it. Should we use this?
That works too.
So
Can
let's
use that
reduce
if you want to.
transparency.
But it's going to be contracts. I hope it's not. No, usually if you have to use this, your picture has to come front. So you have to
And
send it
yes,
to
there
the
was
back.
something you said. Where did you even put that front to the back? Where did you? Yes, I saw that back.
Position. Go to
Yes.
position.
So
Yeah.
we go backwards so that my picture
Send
doesn't get
to back.
blurry.
Yeah.
Yes, so I've
Good.
done that. Or
Uh,
should I do to back to back? Uh-uh.
no, no, no. It will go behind the main background.
Okay, so we're on it. So
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten it. So this the flyer is already we're finished though.
Finish. Hmm.
Okay, so let's go
What other
next.
thing do you want to write in the flyer?
Let me write. Let me just come up with something funny because I don't want us to take too much time. I'll just write ginger, something silly, or wait. Let me
Okay,
see.
just let's write all the text that you want to write into
Can I
the.
use this one? Oh, see how this text is so fine. Hey God, I'm an aesthetics person. God, I know it. I was born for this.
You see what I
Okay.
was talking about the
Yes.
heading. You see this business solution. You can see the
Mm,
business is bolder. Then you have the subheading, which is the solution. So by the time you just look at it, it looks nice. Then you
okay.
have the business journal is the other way around. Journal is the main heading, but business comes before journal. So the subhead preceded the main heading. So you have things like that also,
So let me add. Okay,
depending on
yeah.
what it
Let
is.
me see if I can get 2025. 2025. There's nothing written for that. There's nothing. If not, I would
Then you
have
have
written Business Journal 2025 here.
most likely, not all, you cannot see all the elements, but where you can also get elements, you can get elements from freepeak.com.
Oh, so I
You can
can
get
pick it from
elements.
there to come here.
Yes, first download it from freepeak, then you bring it down from freepeak. So you have Vecteezy, you have freepeak,
Okay. That was
freepeak
why I
and
thought
Vecteezy.
mom was talking about.
No, no, no. That what she was talking about was different. That
Hmm.
one is an app where you can design. Freepeak, you can also design also in freepeak. Yes, you can also design
Free pick,
on freepeak
use the
as well.
template is hotter. In fact, that's where most
Yeah,
of
it is.
those other designers do. In fact, I've seen one of our flyer for event on free pick. I was cold when I saw it.
So
Ew, ew.
these
Okay,
are AI,
so
AI, AI. Just go
so
to the search, the
I'm
assets.
writing
Yes,
elements already.
yes.
I think that
Just type 2025.
okay. Where
Type
do I should still
2025.
type it on this element.
Yes,
So
type it
go
there. Type it there.
2025, 2025. Let's go. Oh, this is lovely. I like this one. So how do I do it? I copy.
Wait,
I
hold on, no,
download it.
don't put. Wait. So you go to the filters, eh? You click free. You click on free. Please do it as
Fi-
I'm telling you.
Filters. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, you see free
Okay.
license, free.
Mm-hmm.
Then I don't
Download.
know if it's photos or icon. Wait, just hold on. Don't download.
Okay.
I have to look for PNGs. I want to make sure it's PNGs so that you don't
No,
have
but I'll
to.
see it
Well,
now. If I click it, I'll see it. See.
I know. You see, this one is JPEG.
But it has PNGs too. I thought they would ask me which one I want. Wait, let me just try it so that we don't waste time. Okay, let's see. See now, they will ask me. I'm going to decide.
Okay.
Oh, oh, it's small, small. Why I don't look that one way. So this is RB31. Let me see if I can find it, upload it. Let's go back to where we were. Okay, so upload file. Awesome. I can see you. I can see you. There you are. So we're good.
Hmm.
Bayo, you're
Oh
supposed
yeah.
to join me. Oh.
Then you now
Yeah.
then you now click it. Don't worry. Just
Yes.
click it first. Then you now resize it and put it where you would like it to be. Now, this is
Ewo, Chimo.
what happened. You
No, you
dragged
know
it
that
into the.
background. Yes. Kai, and it's right in the middle of it. I
It
shouldn't
will
have
enter now.
removed that thing. It has entered
It,
already because I have
no,
to
it,
move
it, it
it.
didn't. It didn't enter.
Okay. Yes.
If you entered, you would
So
not be able to.
let me reduce the size.
So for this now, you you might need to add a little bit of shadow because it's a 3D. It's a 3D image, so as to make it more striking. It's the way you are dragging it. It's not supposed to be doing like this. It's the way you are dragging it.
Okay, let me just move small, small. Is it the edges? Because something is once I see now, once I touch it, maybe it's my hand. Cannot explain it. Igbo hand. Once I
Click on it.
just
Click
I've
one click. Oh,
I've clicked
one click. I didn't
one,
say you should drag.
one. This thing is one. Oh, one
If you are
click. Oh,
dragging, I didn't even say you should drag. I said just click.
okay. This is a click.
Uh-huh. Now drag.
Okay. Oh, I hope. Is that what you've been saying? I just hope everybody is doing this thing, oh, because now so me I again, oh. If you're not doing it, it will not be nice. Okay, so let me see if I can move it up again. Ah, the more I move it, it becomes larger, and that's not what I want.
What do you
Oh,
want? You want to reduce the size?
yes.
See, you can't move at the edge. That's what
No,
I'm
I've
trying to
gotten
say
it.
since
I've gotten it, Chief. I've gotten it. Let me speak my
you are not
language. And what
you have you
What's
are it's
this?
like you have
Was my
maybe you have
mind?
that's what is in your mind. It's not move that you wanted to do. You wanted to resize. And you are saying
Yes.
move, you want to move.
No, it's
Okay.
recite.
All right. So now to add a little bit more depth and detail to your text and this 2025 that you have here, you need to add a what do you call this thing now? Shadow, very mild shadow.
So how do I do that? One click,
Click
then
yes,
I
go
go
to
to my edit
options.
options or edit.
Wait first. Go to edit, please.
This background.
No, 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 don't replace background.
One
Edit.
click,
Let's do edit.
edit.
Yeah, there should be an option on the side. Okay, that's it.
Okay, see shadow.
Yeah, click on shadow. Let's see an option for drop
That's
shadow.
on
Use drop.
this.
Wait. Okay, drop. Click on drop shadow.
I clicked on drop, but it's not looking like anything changed.
Just drag the.
Okay, I have to drag it.
No, I didn't say you should drag that. This go down that option there. You can see blur amount. Yeah,
Okay.
this is where you set the angle and the distance and intensity of the shadow. So as you are dragging, you will see it play out on the object or text. The blur amount is too much. 100 is too much. It should be
I don't
too.
even know
The
I
shadow
can't
is
see any
everywhere.
effect. That's why I'm
The shadow is everywhere.
okay. So how's this now? Let me reduce the angle too.
I'm
Should we increase
thinking
it?
that I'm thinking that the angle should come. The angle should be. Let's try 60.
60.
Then they reduce the distance to 40. Let me see. It's just to give it some depth. Yeah. And I think the intensity is okay at 50. We don't need to change the color. We're good. So you can do the same to your texts. All right, just to give it some feel. You can do the
One
same thing
click.
to your text.
One click. Then what did you even ask me to click? Edit. Why am I seeing this instead of edit? Okay, now that's creepy. Are you seeing? Are you there here? Am I the only one here? Please, can anybody else hear me? My backup screen has gone off. Hello? Let's say when I don't sleep, leave me for this place. Hello? Who is here? Am I the only one here? Oh, Maya has gone.
The network shut me out. I just came back now.
Okay,
You
that's
can hear me.
strange. Crystal clear. Okay. Everybody is everybody has slept. Once people just fall off, they just go to bed. Sorry guys, I'm sure you will see the recording, so there's no loss. Okay, so Bayo, where are we? Oh God. I choose the path of resting in this season in the name of Jesus. Yes, so this is where we are now. Can you hear me? Bayo, and are you still on the call? He has gone out again. Please, who else is on this call with me? I've been only me day here, they teach. Who else
Yeah,
is
I'm
here? Okay.
here.
Oh, that's awesome. Well done, sir.
Like network.
Yes, I think network took him out, and my second screen is off, so I didn't even know because once I'm in the Canva interface, I can't see anything that's going on.
No, let's wait for him to see whether he'll
Mm,
come back.
let me try calling him from here. Hey, but it's already 11. My goodness, it's super late. But how
11.
is it for you? Are you attempting something there over there?
Okay, this is past 11. My system
Mm.
shut down. I'm looking at what is. I'm jotting down.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Let
So,
me make an attempt at calling him. If it's not possible, we'll just call it a night. I think we've stretched. Man, I normally sleep very, very late, but I feel that guy, it's not something that everybody has to do. Oh, then that means this what do they call it to? This StreamYard is a good place for meetings. No, I just be I will not even bother renewing my this thing again. I will not do the Google again. I'll be using StreamYard for the meetings. Yeah, I don't think it's bad. It's still awesome. I'm not even sure people know that this thing is possible. Because all those Google and Zoom, all of them are dead end apps. So there's no once you're in meetings, nobody you don't have the benefit of having a new person except somebody who has the link already before then. Okay. It's possible that his phone is off because he's not picking. So maybe we might just call it a night. Let me try one more time.
okay. If it doesn't pick, probably we'll call it a night. He can continue whenever he has his chance.
Mhm. Just call him one more time. Once the number says not reachable, I'll just end the meeting because it might just be that it's his phone that died. Omolade, are you still on the call? Mrs. Tolu, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Were you attempting?
No, but I've just been following.
Why am I hearing plenty bikes around where you stay? What is going on?
It's there, no, it's not by.
God, thought it was bike. Oh, okay. My God, help Nigeria. Mrs. Tolu, are you here? How many people have cracked? Omaladi, how many followers do you have on Instagram?
How many what?
How many people do you have on Instagram? How many followers? Who has grown
I
their
have
Insta? How
eight,
many?
eight, 800 and 810 or so.
Okay, Mrs. Tolu, do you have how many? Who has up to 10K here? Mrs. Tolu?
Thank you. Ah,
Because I realized that there's a relationship between Instagram and YouTube. It is a very,
yes,
very, very big relationship. So it's almost very easy for somebody who has broken out in a particular, what do they call it? What do you call it? In a particular, it's easier for someone who has broken out in a particular social media platform to replicate it, especially Instagram. Because the thing with LinkedIn is that a lot of people are lethargic. So if they, what's the word? Every week different crop of people come in, then people who have been around burn out, so the traffic is much. That's why even if you have 100 followers, it's nothing. I say 100,000 followers is nothing. So you have to be in the traffic for it to make sense. But for all this Instagram and Facebook, people are already diehard fans. They're already there. They don't have anything to do with their life. They're not bothered. They will just be laughing from one video to the other. So more likely, if you crack the code on, what did you call it? More likely, if once you crack the code on Facebook, Instagram, it's easier to build your YouTube channel because those guys are always there. They are always there. They're always there. So that's what I even want. Time to time, what I plan to do is time to time I'll announce my YouTube channel on my Facebook posts, because one of the things I've also realized is that you can't on LinkedIn, even when you post, what do they call it? When you post YouTube channel on your LinkedIn, you realize that people will not even to make it unclickable. You have to log into your account before you subscribe to the person. So that's why you can realize that after making it that public, and then of course everybody knows that when you put strange links that are not LinkedIn links on posts, it reduces your reach. That's part of the things they did, the algorithm did. So even after reducing your reach, you will not have anybody subscribe, because before you can subscribe, you have to log in. And some people, they have their YouTube channels more than 20 years, they've just not done anything to it, so they might have even forgotten their login details. So that's why it's a challenge to not to do that. Okay, so I think since we can't see him, we might just let's just call it a night. Molade, Mrs. Tolu, Mrs. Tolu, if you can hear me, just say yes I can, so that we can just all just we'll just go and see if we have another opportunity. I think what he has even taught us so far, if we make use of it, we might not even need another class. That's just the truth. But then, if what we might want to do is to focus on the video edit. Singing, let me see.
Sorry, I'm here.
Okay, your house is still very busy.
Uh, sorry, I'm not feeling very good, but I'm okay.
Jesus, I'm so sorry. I'm so and you stayed here. I think it's the as we have stretched. In fact, me sometimes when I just lie down like this, I was just telling myself, I say, God, I just let me just breathe. There's one bandwidth I just want to jump out of. If I do, oh, this LinkedIn has stressed people. So sorry, ma, but I hope you've taken the proper medications. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I will just end the streams, right? So good night, everyone, and thank you so much for coming. And I think we'll just be using this we'll be using this StreamYard for our meetings. Makes sense. Okay, so everybody do have an amazing night rest. Please rest. So I'll be ending the stream in 4, 3, 2.
Legend tells of the phoenix, a mythical bird that rises from its ashes, embodying renewal, strength, and transformation. This year, the Phoenix Gate Group has channeled its spirit to inspire, connect, and empower professionals worldwide. Under the visionary leadership of Dr. Vivian Magnus, founder and lead coach, we have soared to new heights. Let's take a moment to celebrate the achievements, milestones, and impact of this past 4 months. In just 4 months, Phoenix Gate has strengthened its professional network of nearly 1,000 members. Together, we have reached over 30,000 professionals in the US, UK, Ghana, Nigeria, Uganda, and Kenya. From LinkedIn sessions that drew nearly 1,000 attendees weekly to live events attended by 16,000 individuals, our reach and influence have been extraordinary. The hard work and dedication of the Phoenix Gate team have not gone unnoticed. This year, our community was honored with a prestigious Social Impact Award of the Year and recognized as the most impactful community of the year. These accolades reflect our unwavering commitment to driving positive change across global communities. Beyond career development, Phoenix Gate has made significant strides in public health. Collaborating with international and non-governmental organizations, we have led impactful medical campaigns and health education programs. The expertise of Dr. Magnus as a public health expert and Scrum Master has been instrumental in these successes. Are you struggling with your online visibility? Have you ever imagined that you could be a commanding influence and established as a thought leader in your industry? Are you focused or under pressure about an uncertain career future? How about landing your dream job opportunities? At Phoenix Gate, we have reached over 30,000 professionals and business leaders all over the world, breeding top leadership, global visibility, and excellence. We support, train, and set you on our platform to shine while showcasing your expertise to the world. As we reflect on this incredible journey, we are filled with gratitude of our members, partners, and supporters who have made this achievement possible. Phoenix Gate Group is not just a network, it's a thriving community committed to growth, impact, and excellence. Here's to even a brighter future. Rely